Final farewell to Super Bowl 53, plus how it measured up to the Super Bowl held here 19 years ago. And what may be the longest election in state history will go on just a little bit longer. House District 28 seemed to be decided by 2 votes last fall, but not so fast, my friends.
A judge wants a third election. Now 11 Live's Doug Richards takes a look at why this race is staying stuck on hold. Doug?
Well, Cheryl, this election appears to highlight a problem that likely extends well beyond one North Georgia seat in the State House of Representatives.
The county line goes straight through the middle of these chicken coops here.
Mark Davis is a political consultant who tracks where voters live, where they vote, and often finds surprises he shouldn't.
So we have people who are neighbors, and sometimes, in some instances, even in the same house, that are literally registered to vote in 2 different counties.
Last year, Davis worked for Dan Gassaway, the Northeast Georgia state representative who lost his seat by 2 votes. Davis says he's found plenty of voters who were actually ineligible to vote in that race, resulting in 3 different court challenges by his client.
And they clearly have illegal votes being cast in Habersham County tonight.
At least part of the problem is that political lines don't necessarily respect property lines. For example, Google Earth shows that a county line goes directly through the front door of this house, with Hall County on one side and Gwinnett County on the other.
These kinds of issues do exist all over the state.
Davis says the 2-vote margin in the North Georgia race between Gassaway and Chris Irwin merely highlight a problem that's likely widespread in Georgia.
I've been finding them all over the state. This is when digital mapping technology first came along and allowed us to begin to start identifying these kinds of issues. And it can be used to help correct them.
The boundary come to light in other elections because so few races are decided by just a handful of votes. Chris Irwin actually got sworn into the District 28 seat earlier this month. Barring a successful court appeal, he and Gassaway will go head-to-head again for a 3rd time, Cheryl.
All right. Thank you, Doug. A Super Bowl